It is wonderful to see you here. It's wonderful to be able to welcome you and to thank you for coming. This is truly the day the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. 6 months ago, the idea was born about a year ago, but 6 months ago, planning really began with Central Banking team. And our vision at ECCB, when we decided we were going to celebrate our 40th anniversary, our year of reflection, celebration, and implementation, one of the things we knew we were going to do was a lecture series throughout our member countries and to culminate in St. Kitts, our headquarters, with a global conference. When that vision was born, at the time there was no idea or no thought of collaborating with central banking, but we knew we were going to get it done. And so when last year I went to that conference in Miami, that was well executed. I thought that we could partner. So I planted a seed, and the seed has borne fruit, and you are the fruits of that seed. Our theme for this conference, Fit for the Times, Building Resilience and Embracing Innovation, is so relevant in today's world. In the world where we are competing with artificial intelligence, I think, yes, it's something like that. When we are dealing with wars and supply chain issues coming out from COVID-19 and so many issues, that truly resilience is important. But resilience not just to bounce back, it has to be resilience to bounce forward. And that's where innovation and creativity comes in. Because in bouncing forward, we have to think and believe that there is no box. Because before they would say to us, think outside the box. Well, COVID has taught us that there is no box. We have to think like black swans. In the reserve management field, the black swan is an event very remotely to happen. In fact, you can't even see it, but when it does happen, catastrophic effects. And so it calls us to begin to think of, wow, what is next on the agenda? What is next on the horizon for central bankers, for commercial banks, and for all of the companies represented here, because there are some insurance companies. We have the international institutions, the World Bank, the Bs, IMF, CDBs here, and we thank you for being here and recognizing the importance of this. And this morning, when I opened my Bible for the reflection of today, I do that on a daily basis, I came to Romans 12, 1-5. But I'm only going to tell you about Romans 12, verse 2. Don't let yourself be shaped by the world where you live, but rather be transformed through the renewal of your mind. And I thought it was so apt, because this was a random opening, because that's what I do on a daily basis. It was so apt for today, because this whole 3 days of conference, 2 for most of you, but 3 for the commercial banks or LFIs, it has to be about transformation. How do we transform, first, our workplaces? Because as I always say to them at ECCB, because I'm also responsible for change management and culture, we cannot go transforming our region, because that's part of our tagline, transforming our region for collective action and innovation. We cannot transform the region if we are not transformed from within. We cannot transform our world if we are not transformed from within. So it has to start with us. And I'm sure within the course of the next 2 days, you will get ideas to help you, because I know you've started that journey of transformation from all over the world. But start from within. And we have a responsibility as central bankers. We have a responsibility as LFIs and all of the institutions here represented to transform our world. Because the world is looking to us for answers. As more and more, every time you think you're over a crisis, something else comes. High inflation. Now there is the Palestine-Israel war, when you thought, well, we were dealing already with Russia-Ukraine. And who knows what else to come. So as you come and we reflect on that theme again, I want you to use this opportunity, and I don't have to tell you that because at your level you know that better than I will do. But use that opportunity to network. Use that opportunity to strengthen your relationships, because this is truly a global conference. Persons from all over the world, and I am pleased to say, with a little boast, at least one participant from every continent of the world. So if you are from the Americas, make sure you meet those from the Africas and Australia and so on, and Europe, because they are here. And let it count, so that when you leave here, it's not just about having had a good time and a good conference, but you have left committed and more energized to go back and continue to make the difference, the positive difference you are making in your world. So welcome, welcome to what I am sure deep within my bones is going to be another successful, flawlessly executed event. Because these were our watchwords: successful, flawless execution. And we've executed a few. I have about 2 more minutes, so I'm going to run quickly. Our ECCB chorale and shockwave band, they were regrouped in this year. And they have, Governor Antoine has been asking them for years to record because they are that good. But I'm pleased to say that this year, the album was recorded. And it was launched last week Saturday, October 28th. ECCB Chorale and Band, Shockwave Bandwave, a nice big round of applause for you. We also launched our virtual museum. That project was headed by Valencia and Jehu. I mean, tremendous work. And the beauty about this virtual museum, it's open 24 hours, 365 days a year, no closure. You can go at your any time that you feel like. And it's going to be there in perpetuity. Governor Antoine has given the commitment to renew the licenses, so it's going to be there. Our Family Fun Day, October 1st, 2023, when we celebrated actually our 40th anniversary with a church service, well attended and beautifully rendered songs by our chorale. We invited our staff to invite their families and friends to come celebrate with us. And they are calling for it to be an annual event. Well, Governor will have to decide that because there are so many calls for annual events that I don't know how we're going to manage. They'll have to give me a new assignment. Then our Creative Arts and Island Night Festival, that was on October 28th. It was to be on the 21st, but Hurricane Tammy had other plans for us, though she didn't come to visit us. And again, that festival was a testament of faith. If you doubted or you had a little doubt that there was a God and God is real, the festival proved that. Why? Because I said on 21st and we had to reschedule because we were on the hurricane warning. We didn't even really get much rain. So, And then on the 28th, the heavens begin an opening from the 27th into the 28th. And there were some members of the committee who said we should cancel, we should postpone. But I knew that if we were going to postpone, it was going to be a cancellation because we had to get ready for this ECCB at 40 Global Conference and Central Banking Autumn Meetings 2023. And we were all praying, huh? And then around 12 o'clock, the skies cleared. And do I tell you, not a drop of rain between 3 to 11 p.m. when it was scheduled. And staff members actually messaged me on their way home and said, if anyone doubted there was a God, there is a God. And we moved on to our lecture series. We did 7 throughout the countries under the theme, Colorful Economies, well attended, good response, and the public is asking for more. Our Did You Know series and our ECCB at 40 Spotlight targeting the really young children. Because one of the objectives we had for our year of celebration was that the people in our ECCU, from the children to the adults, would not just know the name ECCB, but they would know what we stand for and how we impact their lives and how together with them we're going to transform our region. Our region, we had 3 other programs targeted at the youth, because the youth are not just the leaders of tomorrow. The youth are already the leaders of today. And we wanted to encourage them and demonstrate to them, to kind of help to bolster them, that you're already leading, continuing that path. So we hosted the regional youth quiz among the secondary schools and the state colleges, our regional youth symposium and the regional youth parliament. Well executed events. And because it's where you notice that ECCB is a green space, I'm sure you noticed when you came in that our car park, fully, all our solar, we are fully sufficient with our energy. We actually even have some excess, so sometimes we send back to the grid. Our tree planting initiative in all of our mentorship schools throughout the ECCU. And tree is about life, it's about growth. And then on October 28th, also at the Creative Arts and Island Night Festival, we placed our time capsule. And when we were walking to the Sir KDV building, you will see there is we have marked it, so that we hope in 40 years' time, when it's opened, they will see what was done. And before I leave, I have to thank my ECCB Art 40 Planning Committee and all our subcommittees for truly being a team. You couldn't ask for more. They've made my work so much easy. Yeah. Then, of course, all of our departments that really coordinated and, bought into the vision, accounting, MISD, SSMD, LSD, HRD, all of our departments who really rallied and had to sometimes do really late hours to accommodate all the POs and PRs and so on. And then, of course, the executive. Governor N.J. Antoine and Chief Director Policy D. Tracy Polius, who, as I always say to the team, if they did not say yes to our activities and our plans, they would not be here. And to you, if you were not here, we would not be able to have this ECCB at 40 Global Conference and Central Banking Autumn Meetings 2023. We are because you are. And our success is so dependent on you. And we thank you, and I know you're going to be fully engaged as our presenters and moderators are all ready and geared to present at this global world stage conference. Thank you, and God bless.